Getting a job teaches you a lot of things, and one of them is actually making me realize how hard working actually is. Now, before I start to talk about my job, I'm gonna tell you how I even decided on getting a job. To cut it short, I basically wanted an iPad so I could be more productive, and I went over to the Apple website and I found out that it costs a lot. So I decided to calculate how long it would take if I just saved up my lunch money and eventually buy it, which was a year and a half. I wanted to draw on my iPad so I could draw wherever I went and at night. I found a job at Mcdonalds that paid a pretty good hourly wage. And then I told myself, it's just work. How hard could it be? Fast forward 2 weeks and it was my first day, and because I had no experience whatsoever, I struggled. I tried my best to quickly learn and figure out how everything worked.
What the hell?
But then I quickly found out how mean some of the workers could get. There was this one worker, she taught me how to put food onto the tray, which was really cool of her. But the thing is that made me a bit frustrated is that she explained it like she was rapping faster than Eminem. And of course, I couldn't understand a single thing. I brushed it off and proceeded to ask a question, but she ended up saying,
I don't deal with confusion. Figure it out yourself, kid.
So I ended up struggling a lot, and by the end of the trial shift, I got a paycheck of $25, which meant a lot to me because that was the first time that I made real cash instead of sitting at home doing nothing. Nothing really interesting happened after my first shift. The only thing that made it interesting was the experiences some of the customers gave me. There was this one woman, she came into the store, ordered like any normal person would, but instead of waiting for her order to come, she came up to me and said,
Can I have a hot batch of fries?
and I looked up and said, ma'am, we can't control when the fries come. She came up to me again and asked,
Can I have a straw for my drinks?
which was not really allowed in McDonald's because of their plastic policy. Then I tried to tell her that we don't give straws anymore for soft drinks. And she then said,
Oh, I have sensitive teeth, so please give me a straw.
I didn't really know what to do because I kept on trying to tell her that we couldn't give straws, but she wouldn't listen. So I didn't even know what to do at the end, so I called the manager to settle it, and she got the straws, and she also called me untrained. So frick her and her straws. But then hot food also triggers her sensitive teeth, so she kinda shot herself in the foot for asking for hot fries. After a few months of work, I got half the amount required to get the iPad, and my mom said she could pay for the other half, so I ended up getting it. But I'll never get anything so expensive ever again because I learned how hard money is to get working. If you're a student or anybody in general and you wanted to start working part-time, just be aware that it's not easy, and if you're a student, you also have to juggle your studies and work at the same time. Hey guys, I'm trying this new style of content with my cousin who did all the drawings. Channel will be listed in the description, so show some support. I wouldn't be able to finish the video if I did it myself.